humanity. Back once again. I'm really trying to get this consistency thing together. And then some of you might be saying, and you're running late again this morning, and you would be absolutely right, absolutely right. I have like 2 or 3 minutes once again, and the old lady has to go. But anyway, I had to come to you. Humanity, it's the crack of dawn. So once again, yeah, I'm being redundant, I know. I won't be able to give you the true report, and a lot of you all are glad that I can't. But with that being said, I hope all of you all are having a wonderful day. If I'm not mistaken, today is Christmas Eve for those of you that are celebrating. And if you're not celebrating Christmas Eve, or whether you are, maybe you can celebrate the fact that over 7 billion of us are coexisting under one address. And that's enough to celebrate every day. That's pretty wonderful. I know. Old lady, everyone doesn't feel that way. That's all right. We'll love on them until they do. But anyway, with that being said, I didn't do that much yesterday, humanity. I need to go to the groceries and restock. So with what I had, I made some walnut taco burgers, and I did a vegetable, just a simple vegetable medley. And the thing is, the burgers, they really turned out delicious. And all I did was I just combined the walnut flour. You know, you can get it ground at the walnut flour. I used about a half of a cup. I'm sorry, I used a half of a cup of walnut flour, and I had some remaining. Uh, really well seasoned sauteed bell peppers, of just a full variety of them. And I used a fourth of a cup of those peppers, and sliced them up. I used maybe about 3 tablespoons of onions chopped. I used 1 packet of taco seasoning. And you remember the personalization and the customization is key, humanity. So you may want to go in and maybe use another one. And remember, if you don't have any of the taco packets, the ground, if you have some ground cumin, I hope I'm saying it right. I think that's CUMIN. You can use that. Maybe about 2 tablespoons of that. So I used 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, 2 tablespoons of onion powder, and I went in with maybe about a tablespoon of that chicken flour that I was telling you about, that has no derivatives of chicken. And you can just use chicken bouillon cubes. Just use one, and just make it into a powder. Mash it up. And I combined all those ingredients, and I think I may have used maybe about a tablespoon of wing sauce. And remember, we talked about the spoons, humanity. The larger of the spoons is a tablespoon, and the smaller of the spoons is a teaspoon. And I sauteed that for not even I want to say maybe not even a good 3 or 4 minutes. And you can add a little water to it as well. But the peppers and the peppers were really moist from the seasonings and the coating that they were in. But you may want to add maybe about a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of water. And remember, humanity, the personalization and the customization is key. So, making things that taste good to you, try to keep the salt out, and just go in and have it bursting with the flavor that you enjoy. And so with that being said, I also did the vegetable medley, and all I did was I combined half a cup of broccoli, half a cup of bell peppers, half a cup of I think I used maybe about I want to say a stalk of celery, washed and chopped. Half of I think maybe a half of tomato, washed and chopped. Maybe about 2 tablespoons of onions. And I didn't use spinach this time. I just used the broccoli, and I used a half of a cup of corn. And I used 2 tablespoons of onion powder, 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, another tablespoon of the chicken flour. And remember, you can just use the bouillon cube for that, and just season it up the way you like, humanity. And remember, the recipes, they're just a variety. They're not your, a lot of them are not your run of the mill recipes, but they give us the satiety. They get us full, and we enjoy it. And it's not the same thing. We're trying to keep that boredom down. And I must confess, I'm getting my sugar cravings back, but I haven't really worried about it because my mind changed. So it's just a situation where I got to get back intact. And and with that being said, yeah, so I sauteed all the vegetables together for maybe about 3 or 4 minutes. You can put a little oil if you want to in a non-stick skillet, and just saute it for maybe about 3 or 4 minutes. Some of you, if you'd prefer it raw, just make sure if it's frozen, or if you have it fresh, just wash it, chop it, and add whatever ingredients you want. And the vegetables, they're tasty. And you might not want to do raw corn, but just do a replacement. You use green beans. As a matter of fact, I take that back. I added green beans to the medley as well. So if you're doing it raw, you can just use maybe a vinaigrette, your basic salad dressing, and then just omit. If you don't want to do the raw corn, just do and you may not want to do the green beans raw either, but maybe just take a little bit of the freshness out. Maybe put it in the air fryer for maybe about a second. And so I don't know if that would constitute being raw. But anyway, with that being said, do your personalization and customization, and if you can, get the vegetables in to accompany the taco burgers. And so, with that being said, yesterday, humanity, boy, did I have a day. And I thought about you guys. I was like, oh my goodness, I hope I hope humanity, none of my brothers and sisters are experiencing this. Or, remember what I told you about. You know, I had gotten up to 20 minutes of exercise. And for me, that was a large feat. For some of you, you might be saying to yourself, 20 minutes, old lady, seriously, are you serious? It was really, really a gigantic win for me. And now I'm down to just whenever, that could be maybe like a 2 week span where I'm doing a count of the very same exercises to maybe by the time I count to 30. And sometimes I can't even make it to 30. I'm using my cane a little bit more now. And all of this is, I feel like it's a direct result of the recklessness. And when I say the recklessness, that's eating anything, not exercising, and not staying true to the eating lifestyle. Well, anyway, with that being said, I've gotten to the point to where I want a sugary donut or something sweet to go with my coffee. And see, when I was doing the eating lifestyle, that was not a problem. I was doing my sugar free pies, my sugar-free cookies, and I'm going somewhere with all of this. Anyway, uh, humanity, sometimes there comes a time when, there's some of us when there comes an expiration to so many things. And I think I was a little bit too lofty in my thought process in terms of, my eating lifestyle and the recklessness. I had an assurance that, it's no problem because my mind had changed. And with my, when your mind changes, it's like, okay, you can get back to it. But there were a lot of variables that I had not, you know, um, I really didn't consider. I didn't consider the fact that I'm older now. I didn't consider the fact that it's not like, I. Had been doing this lifestyle for a long time. So, it's just easy, I could just swiftly get right back. And, just the age alone, and I really did. I did a lot of damage, because there were a lot of things I need to reverse anyway, and then going in. And when I tell you, I just got reckless, and it was under the guise of, I'm aching so bad I can't do the meal prep. I can't do the meal prep. But how many know that? I don't know where you guys are this morning. You got a lot of brothers and sisters behind you, in front of you, and on the side of you, and not only are we taking the long way home, we're realizing that the maybe the garments or the shoes that we're wearing in terms of trying to get home, they've they haven't outlasted the journey, and so they've expired, and we need to discard them. And I'm using the garments as a metaphor for time, and sometimes, we have to come to the realization that maybe the things that we're doing, maybe it's time to, if not right away, but it's time to discard it and let it go. It's expired, its use in our life. And so last night, with me using the cane more, depending on just so many things in terms of trying to adjust to the damage that I did during the 3 or 4 months of recklessness. And I know a lot of you all are saying, just 3 or 4 months, but I wasn't in the best of shape when I started the eating lifestyle. Remember, I told you I started the journey because I was up in that recliner for over 17 or 18 hours. So, I came to the eating lifestyle, changing my mentality as a result of damage that I had done for over 30 years, tearing my health down. And now here I am once again. I've done even more damage. And so now, not only did I not, I had a long way to go even still. And then I, messed up that progress that I did make. But anyway, with that being said, humanity. So let me tell you about last night, and then I have to wind it up. And so last night, I was waiting on a park. Traditionally, I'll wait for maybe about 20, 30 minutes. The longest I've waited, I think, is maybe about an hour and a half. Last night, I was just determined, because the walk, and I'm waiting for a park to keep from walking for maybe not even a whole block. But that's too much for me, so I thought. So I waited and waited and waited. I sat in the car and watched a movie and just various podcasts on my cell phone. So you can just imagine how long I sat there, right? And, I finally, I ended up not getting the park. So what does that mean? And there was a park that became a whole lot closer, but because I just had my mind set on this, a park much, much, much closer. How many of you have come to the realization that you no longer have the luxury of doing it the way you used to do, or wanting it a certain way? And if it doesn't come that way, you'll wait, or you just won't have it any other way. Well, last night I learned a valuable lesson that sometimes you have to go and do things, when you're aching, when you're hurting, when, the end result is more important than the current temporary pain that may exist. And remember, humanity, everything that I say, you need to consult your physician, and if you need someone, if you're in a situation where it's so strenuous to where you need someone to come in and help you get on the other side of things, you have individuals that are trained, and they can come in and they can get that done for you immediately. So that's not what I'm talking about. And I'm talking about just simple tweaks that you can use your own assessment, personal assessment, where you don't need professionals, and you can go get in and get it done. Well, anyway, I learned a valuable lesson. I no longer have the luxury. I was in so much excruciating pain, humanity, just from sitting there. What it did to my joints was just unbelievable. And so I'm saying all that to say this, humanity. I don't want to sound doom and give you a lot of doom and gloom, and then on top of that, I have to go. But, I wonder how many of you are like your brothers and sisters behind you, on the side of you, and in front of you, and the old lady that's talking to you right now. How many of you are in a situation where you've cried your eyes out. Your heart is just maybe the size of a boulder within itself. And the road, the journey that you're on is paved with, like I said yesterday, not pebbles but boulders. And you realize that you no longer have the luxury of sitting back, that thing that you need to get on the other side of, the undesirables. And remember, that's just me putting some humanness to hurt, pain, and suffering, where it has gotten so bad to where you realize that business as usual just doesn't work. That's what I learned last night. I no longer have the luxury of just my mindset has changed. I can take my time. No, I can't take my time anymore. And so I've already decided that, when I get to the groceries, I've got to, go back to getting the graham cracker crust, getting the sugar-free apple cherry. I'll start out with going back to my sugar-free desserts. I'll do what I have to do. I still realize that with this eating lifestyle, I don't have the personality where I can do deprivation. And what do I mean by that? I don't have the personality where I can say, well, okay, I'm just going to eat maybe a carrot. I mean, carrots and maybe some dry fruit and things like that. I have that personality. I'm always going to want a cheeseburger. I'm always going to want some pizza. I'm always going to want some sweets, but the eating lifestyle is beneficial because I can have a cauliflower cheeseburger. Yesterday, the recipe that I'm bringing you today, walnut tacos, and that was, comprised of walnuts, and walnuts are just loaded with nutrition. And, if I want, I need to get back to my turnips, and like I told you, I like my sweets. I can do sugar-free sweets. I was sitting there thinking of and watching countless sugar-free recipes, and those that weren't, I was already, doing it in my mind. Okay, I can substitute this for that. I can substitute, I can bring in my sugar-free sugar. I can bring in my dairy-free uh, 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 creamers, and substitute that, replace that with such. Anyway, humanity, I hadn't planned on talking that long, but whatever that thing is today, we've made it. It's almost 2025. Well, and I know, I should say, well, because some of you may feel like, until you cross over, but with the fallacy gone, where you may have started out in January, February, March, I'm not going to be able to make it. I'm not going to get on the other side of that thing. Well, you're still standing, humanity. That awesomeness that got you through January, February, March, April. Here you are getting ready to go into January 2025. Humanity, you got a lot of brothers and sisters. This old lady, I am in so much pain until I could easily just cry, and it would just go along with the pains and the aches. That you got brothers and sisters that are behind you, on the side of you, and in front of you, and we could easily. Not have the absorption of, let's keep going to dry our tears. We could just let it flow however it goes. There's a variety of us. So you fit in however it goes. But 2025 is coming up, humanity, and I don't know how many of you are feeling the way I'm feeling. I no longer have the luxury of carrying around, I can take my time, or the recklessness, oh, I'll just skip to the loo, and maybe next week, maybe next month. It's gotten real serious for me. I don't know if it's gotten serious for you, but if it's gotten serious for you, humanity, you got some companionship. Your companionship is the still standing entity that nobody can convince you that it's there. You're still standing, and it's there. And so maybe that's still standing, that common denominator that all of us have this morning, we're still standing. Maybe we can use some of that awesomeness to at least try for the remaining part of 2024 and 2025 to make it through. Now, make no mistake about it, the old lady is going to get real reckless for Christmas, and probably Christmas Eve too. But even the thought of just a long standing recklessness. The old lady can no longer afford it. And I'm willing to bet you that, you probably have in your heart, mind, body, and soul that you're getting ready to make a change. And if that is the case, you got a lot of brothers and sisters behind you, on the side of you, and in front of you. And we feel the same way. We're ready for a change, and you have definitely, they have, and I have. We have that thing called we're still standing, and there may be a big possibility that we can make it through. Hey, you ready? I gotta go. I talked too long. And you know what about those sheets yesterday? I really had a lot that I wanted to bring to you. I'm going to try to come to you maybe 2 or 3 times. I was looking at this lady that I enjoy listening to, and she has children, and she comes like 3 or 4 times in a day. And I'm thinking, hey, I have a lot that I want to talk to you all about and share with you. And so maybe I can come at least more than once a day. I don't know how that goes. But anyway, hey, Hubert, if I didn't get a chance to tell you tomorrow, Merry Christmas. And with all of my heart, everything in me is always, always, always hoping and believing the best for you. You got what it takes. Take care of yourself, Hubert, you and your family. Bye bye.